Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. God is good, and thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you're doing well. Still getting situated here. Oh, all my windows got smudged around. Oops. I need to relog into Kick on Castle Labs. What's up, C. Coulter? How's it going, man? Hope you had a great weekend. Sorry, excuse me one sec while I try to remember what I'm doing here. I guess I just gotta close it and back up. You're still on your weekend? Nice, dude. I'm jealous. Doing well, man. I'm doing well. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why. I just gotta close Caster Labs. Technical difficulties, right? I'm doing well though. It was a good weekend. Spent a bit of time moving furniture with my sister. We got some good stuff done there, and also thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's the subject matter that really that really causes it to shine, right? Let's see. My goodness. I'm totally lost in what I'm doing right now. Here it is. No, it was a good weekend though. I mentioned in my Discord I've been working on fixing my kitchen up, and so I've been basically on Thursday and Friday I spent most of the day working on that. Here we go. Kick beta connect. And I'm almost done. I kind of ran out of material. I ordered some more. It'll be here tomorrow. Some stuff to finish up. At least finish up the first step. There we go. All right, now it should all be working. Hypothetically. Potentially. Kick is still grayed out for me. Can I do it through here? I can. Let me just test. Okay, there it goes. All right, yeah, we should be good. But yeah, no. So it's been a busy weekend. Yeah, I haven't taken any after pictures. I took a couple before pictures. I mean, you were over here once and you saw roughly how it looked. But so I haven't fully finished. So there's no after pictures yet. But cabinets are just about done. Then I still got to do the countertop. I got to do some flooring situation. I got to do the backsplash, and then it's like a reasonable kitchen. I'll be like a normal person again, kind of, to a degree. Besides that, though, I've been working. I've been working, man. I have been working at this house big time. I'm trying to keep up with this stuff and just make progress at this house, man, because it was like, 30, maybe 40 years worth of, I don't want to say 40 years of neglect, because that's not entirely true. It's like really the past like 10 years or so, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, like there's a lot of stuff that's just been stacking up gradually, and it was a little thing at the time, but it just never got addressed, kind of thing. There's a lot of little things that have just built up, and so just trying to tackle them. I'm making progress. It's looking better around here. It's looking like a house again. Yeah. Yeah, there's a spigot that I gotta change. It's down in my laundry room. It's like there's one. It's a hose bib that's on the front side of the house next to my front door. That would be great if I could turn it on to wash my vehicles. But it's got a shut off inside the laundry room, and if you turn it on there, water just sprays everywhere in the laundry room. So I got to take care of that at some point. It's not a high priority in comparison to some of the other stuff. But yeah, that's another thing on the list. But yeah, been busy, mate. Oh no. Honestly, haven't even really been down there to touch it since you were over that one day. I have there's a big hold up with it, which is all those white cabinets. I think you saw. I was thinking of trying to sell them. I'm kind of at the point mentally where I'm like, I just want to throw them away because. It's just, it's like a kitchen cabinet set that's, when I worked construction, it was one we pulled out of somebody's kitchen and we saved it because I was going to put it in a kitchen, basically in the garage for my dad to use, but there was just so much stuff in the way we never really got to it. And, I know potentially, I could potentially sell that stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but one, I absolutely hate getting on Facebook. I can't stand it. I don't know what it is about it, because it's not just that it's social media. I just hate getting on Facebook, and so I just don't. And then two, it's just the hassle of I know it's not a huge thing, but listing everything and then going back and forth with people to try to sell stuff. And maybe I can make $500 to $1,000 or whatever. Oh, you're good. No worries. I'm not stressing over it. Anyway, long story short, I think I'm probably just going to get one of those, just a dumpster. Just a dumpster that they can pull away and just go to town one day. And just start throwing some stuff out, because I could sit and try to sell some stuff, but the trade-off would be time, right? It's if I try to sell some stuff, sure, I can maybe make a little extra cash, but it's just gonna make everything and take so much more time. Whereas if I just pay to have a dumpster delivered here, and then I take a day or two to just start throwing everything out, then it's then I save on all that time. I spend money, but I save on time. And personally, time is way, way more valuable than money. You don't want to get into the whole trade. Yeah, exactly. You just want, exactly. That time is so much better. So much more bueno. One of my favorite things, honestly, is time. Today we're rocking the I love grapefruits with spots mug, gifted to me by Duchess. I figured I should do a new segment like that. I even think I'll possibly use it later. It's going in a dumpster. Yeah, it's something I always used to say, because it's to go even further with it, it's like a Wayne Dyer quote, who was a positive thinking self-help guru guy I used to listen to all the time back in the day, and so that's basically what it's referencing. But I love grapefruits with spots, with liver spots. Yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah, dude, if I get a dumpster here, I can clean out like there's so much of what's in my garage can just go right in there. There's very little that's down there that I would probably keep. There's like one thing I know for a fact that I wouldn't want to get rid of is my grandma's old organ. It's like a cool pump organ, you know, like they have at church or whatever. And I think it's got a busted key, but I'm keeping that thing. But besides that, like, that's not going to take up the whole garage, you know. So besides that, I need to get rid of all that stuff. There's a pile of crap out back here that I can get rid of. So it would be so worth it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, funny memory, but that would be going in the dumpster. I think that would make its way into the dumpster. It would be like I would share a moment with it. I would, you know, hold it in my hands again, thank it for the time we spent together. Thank you for its time served in the garage, and then off to the dumpster it would go. But I think it's about time to get into our music writing session today. Been writing cyberpunk style music. And I've been playing the game Cyberpunk, and so I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling like a good wordsmith. My name is Hip Hopopotamus. My rhymes are bottomless. Funny if you threw it away and then you saw it on TV and they said, if you have this vintage power, yeah, no kidding. That's like the. Trust me, like I've had that thought process before. Like, this thing could be worth some money. You know, this thing could actually be worth. And there's a lot of things where I will look it up first. You know, certain things. If it's any sort of collector's or potential collector's item, I will check it out first. But yeah, most of the time, not so lucky. No such luck. Oh man, oh man, oh man, I'm tired. I'm tired, sir. All right. Let's see what I just started working on this morning. Yeah. Oh, I'd catch it too. I'm fast as crap, man. That's basically all that's there. I might go with headphones today because I got the fan going, so it's a little harder to hear. That was just something I put together earlier in like 20 minutes before I had to go. It's very loud in my headphones. I even throw in some real drums with it. It's a decent start so far. Oh yeah, I've sold some bundles. Um, yeah, you know what. That's a. Let me make sure I don't bring something up I shouldn't. It's a good segue. This stream is brought to you in part by viewers like you. PBS. On itch.io, there's still a sale going on, the summer sale, where my music packs are discounted. And I changed the layout a little bit to where it might be a little easier for people to navigate. They're in their own categories, blah, blah, blah. But the sale is still going on, so you can get them half off. It's 30 to 50% off was the different stuff right now. Depending on what pack. So you can get these bundled for half off, or you can get some smaller packs for 30% off. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, movies hasn't really been my focal point. But I was talking to my sister about this weekend. I don't really need a lot, Like I really don't. I'm just there's like, trying to like not just throw out a bunch of numbers here and like put myself too on blast, but it's not uncommon for when you get to like a certain point for composers to make anywhere from like, I don't know, 30,000 to 100,000 or whatever for a project, a big project, a high budget project, But like even just one of those would like, for some people $100,000 would not be a lot of money. For me, it would be absolutely life-changing, like legit. Like it would help me to pay off all my debt, my house, my vehicle, my credit cards, and I'd have some left over. And I'd like you know what I'm saying? Some people like they wouldn't bat an eye at 100K. For me, that would be like straight up life-changing. Anyway, no, it's not my new website. My this is through itch.io, so this is the storefront of itch.io is a like independent third-party site or whatever. They just sell games and assets and stuff like that, and that's where I get most of my sales is through them. And then also we have Patreon. Here, let me take this off screen real quick and get to my not Patreon dashboard, if it'll load. So this stream is brought to it aired out. Okay, that's fun. Okay, hang on a second. Well, this Patreon's down right now. There it goes. Stream's brought to you by patreon.com/bitbybitsound. You can join. We've got different tiers. You can get over 600 songs. It says 500 on there, but it's over 600 now. I just haven't updated the artwork or the tier listing stuff. Me get all my song packs. Over 600 songs if you join this tier. You still get like, yeah, over 220 in this tier, over 120 in this tier. Laws of music. Anyway. anything about Lonnie. I just thought it'd be cool to see a song or movie. It says by Bert. Yeah, no, that would be cool. There's a. It's fun to know that there. I mean, there is. There's a YouTube channel, that Low Poly Shorts channel, and they're pulling in like literally millions of views, and it has my music in it. So it's kind of amazing that my music is being heard by literally millions of people. And that's really bizarre. Low Poly Shorts. Oh wow, okay. Time has come, first long form videos in the works. Oh, interesting. That's actually cool. He's crossed over 1 million subscribers. The shorts, yeah, 1.5 million, 1.2 million, 7 million. Let me just double check here.
Someone managed to yank out every single string.
Yep. Okay, I'm not going to show off his content here, but that's one of my songs in it, I heard. 12 million. That's nuts, dude. That's nuts. So shout out to Low Poly Shorts. Very thankful for that. When I found, like, I used to do covers, and one of my most successful covers had like 22,000 views, and I was like, that's so wild. That was crazy. 22,000 people, or 22,000 views. Oh, wow. It's nuts. And now it's like, oh, okay, yeah, 22,000. Okay, yeah, that's cute. No, I'm not tooting my own horn, that's for sure. Because that guy makes good content, so. Oh, okay. All right, well. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, just kind of like a cyberpunk racing is what the theme is this month. So just very, very electronic. This is literally just a very quick sketch. You know, there's really not much to it right now. But maybe not so much stealth as I want it to be like futuristic, you know, city, you know, street gangs, crazy Tesla cars, but not actually Tesla, not non-Cybertruck, futuristic cars. Fifth Element, there you go. Yeah, I've only ever seen bits of it, like scenes, but I've never the full thing through. Yeah, let me just do this. Bongos? No, this one? Not exactly bongos. Bongos are a little bit more... like natural, earthy sounding. A little bit more... I'm not sure how to describe it. Oh, it's like a... It's kind of just like a synth. I mean, there's percussion in it. That's just kind of like a synthesized, you know, wouldn't exactly call it a kick drum or a bongo. And that's just like a shaker. And then you got a bass. And then you throw them all together. Let's maybe run this through like a guitar amp. Sounds pretty cool. Simplify it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh man, I'm just so sleepy. So very sleepy. Maybe. Oops, camera froze. Probably about 10 years now, which is really weird to think. This one's a tiny one. I got a bigger one over behind me, but the bigger one fits on this layer because there's just it's wider. And I like having this mouse and the keyboard down here. It's more keeps my arm more flat rather than doing this number to like T-Rex grab the mouse up here on this upper. So I like having my wrist is flat by having the mouse here. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, it's good to having somebody to talk to through this. What was the thing I just went to? 3 notes. So this is browser. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Actually, I might do this just to make my life a little easier. Probably not. Not gonna lie, probably not, because they were quite amazing. Very impressive jazz musicians. And probably not. I'm just doing my own thing. That's kind of cool. Man, I got this spot on my ring finger that's like split open, and so whenever I play a key with that, it's like it kind of hurts a ton. I don't know if it's gonna come up on camera. This is my ring finger. I'm not just flipping you the bird. Yeah, it's not coming up. It's split open right here. So whenever I play a key with it, it really hurts. Only ask because I think about myself in the class I was in. Yeah. No, that's a fair question, but yeah, my teachers at AIM, they could shred, dude. And like one of them could play basically any Van Halen guitar riff, like he could play it, like literally anything. Which is not easy. I think that's a key thing is that back to Facebook somehow. There's a couple guys from that I went to school with who are still on Facebook, and I see them, and you know, I don't think they stuck with it. One of them, he was really great guitar player. Maybe he still plays, but I think he's like a real estate agent. Which you know what? Like, probably it was a wise move because I'm sure he makes bank. Or he probably at least makes decent money to live. Another one I know joined the military. There's another guy I know who he's stuck with it. He's he's more into the hippie jam band kind of scene, so we were all novices, yeah. 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 Nice guy, but I know he still goes and plays those parties and whatnot. Yeah, one of the reasons why I actually got out of being a performing musician is because I was like, well, one day I'm gonna be older, and I don't know, like this is hard to say to not like come across like as throwing insults at people who still do this, who still perform and stuff at my age or older. But I never wanted to be somebody who is like still playing. Say you make it big in your 20s and you have like your act has a sound, they have a look, you know, of like especially like angsty rock kind of music, which I liked or I still like, but that's what we played. It's like to be playing that kind of music still when you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, when it's like, well, yeah, now I got like I got a house and I pay my bills, and you got your family and whatnot. I don't know. There's some kind of like it's just kind of weird to me. And like I said, it's kind of a hard thing to say without coming across as like I'm not trying to come across as holier than thou or anything like that, or better than people who do that, because I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not better than people who do that. There's some very successful bands that are older than me, and they're still out there playing their angsty teenage rock, you know? But they're making good money doing it. I don't know. I just like there's also like the people who do play that kind of music, but they don't make it. Now I'm offended, right? The people who do play that kind of music and are in that scene, and they go and they wear like all their goth clothes and stuff, like they it's like it's still like the teenage scene, but you're in your 40s and 50s and sometimes even 60s and stuff. I don't know, man. I just never wanted that to be me personally, and it worked. That lifestyle works for some people, and more power to them. You know what? That's really what it comes down. But that just wasn't the lifestyle I wanted to have, and so that's why I was like, maybe if I write music from home, if I write music for projects and video games and movies or whatever, then I don't know, it just made more sense to me. It's fine. I can say all this stuff because those guys don't watch my channel. They don't watch my streams, and they're off doing their own thing, and that's fine. Oh man. Oi, whoops. Undo. Let me take that same sample. Let's do send to new sample 1. Have it have a sustain, bring up the decay. Root is G. Yeah. Yeah, that's the segment that goes viral. This just in, Bit by Bit Sound hates older rockers. This just in, Bit by Bit Sound hates seniors. Not really, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. Obviously. Oh, man. All right, yeah, it's time for the nap segment. I'm just so tired, dude. I'm just so tired. I did work a lot over the weekend. I've been working. I was working. I even told myself, like, yesterday I wasn't going to do anything. And then I ended up working on my kitchen for up until about 5 o'clock. I didn't start first thing in the morning or nothing, but I was like, at like around 11, I was kind of tired of not doing anything. And so I started in on wrapping the cabinets again, and I got 3 doors and 1 drawer left, like the faces, and then just some side panels. But I gotta wait till tomorrow for more material to come in. I'm just tired though. Doesn't help that I've been staying up till like midnight and 1 o'clock again all of a sudden. My sleep schedule got thrown off. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe MomoCon, maybe something late night happened and I didn't get to bed till late. And it's been screwed up ever since. Actually, I think it was the wedding. Because I got back very, very late. Yeah. That's a good day, though. Yeah, it's going around, man. The burnout. It's going around. It's contagious. Yeah, again, back to our previous conversation, it's like, gonna finish the doghouse, but got tired over the weekend. Yeah. It's a big project, man. Yeah. Absolutely. I would just love, I don't need a lot. I would just love to be able to make ends meet without having to like work myself into the ground, with having a better work life balance. So I love writing music and I love getting in here and being creative and stuff, but if I could do it at a little bit healthier of a pace, I think my work would end up being better at that point. Just getting that good rest in and recharging. But it is what it is. It's all for a season, right? Everything's for a season, and so I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining about my work, because I love that I can do this. I'm very fortunate. I'm very thankful. Not having to live check to check, and I don't need as much as Kanye. Exactly, yeah. Ed Zachary, man. Yeah, it's like you said, it's just the living check to check, you know. At our age, it's kind of old. Yeah. That's where I just trust, man, because it's like I was back. I know I've talked about this before, but back like I think it was February. I was yeah, I was kind of looking dire there for a second, because I was like, man, I don't know, like just the adjustment of how I was living here, you know, my dad being gone, blah blah blah. It was just like I was like, man, I don't know, this is looking pretty rough, and prayed about it really heavy, and God kind of came. I had a very clear moment of him being like, you know, why don't you trust me to take care of you? You know, I haven't had a ton of moments of very clear communication, I guess I could say. You know, there's a lot of times where it feels very one-sided, I guess. But there's been several times where it's like I feel I can hear him back, right? And that was one of those times where I felt like I could hear him back, and he said, "Why don't you trust me to take care of you?" And then like a couple days later after that, I had a lot of gigs started coming through, and like a couple of not just one-offs, like consistent work up through the remainder of this year, that I'm very 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 thankful for. And then just in the past couple weeks, and maybe about a month or so now, I think about a month or so now, I think end of May, I had somebody else come and sign on for some more regular music. So even after the end of this year, like it's consistent work for the next like 3 or 4 years if all goes well, you know, with that developer. Which I think it will. So anyway, that's where I'm just trusting, man. I just you know, he's providing, and it's working out, and that's where every time I like talk about this stuff, I'm like, I don't want it to sound like I'm being ungrateful or complaining about my work or anything like that, because I'm very very grateful, very thankful that I'm in the position that I'm in. I just want to yeah, absolutely. I just want to take a nap, man. I just want some afternoon naps. Maybe I just need to switch my stream schedule so that I can sleep at 2 between 2 and 2:30 and get recharged for the evening. I'm just anyway. Yeah, I probably won't switch times. I feel like I've been switching things up on people so much as far as the stream goes. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, yeah, I definitely would let you know for sure. I don't know what would be better for me and my audience, is doing like this afternoon time slot or doing a later time slot or what. I have no idea. Hey, what's up, Shadow? Happy Monday, sir. How you been, brother? You have a good weekend? I might throw this on it too. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, that's accurate. I hear that. It's kind of same here. It's busy and it's very hot. I was inside, or I was able to be inside for a lot of it. So if, I know you tend to be out and about a bit, so it's probably hotter for you. Get rid of this reverb on this one. Ah. Let's do a octavizer. Little harmony pitch shifter. Nope. Okay. Interface. Can this thing, sorry, this is silly. Can I put in my pitch, please? Technical difficulties. Can it stop going away? Like, trying to set this to a specific value. Click and drag. I'm not letting go, and it just goes away. So that's stupid. It's a nice way of putting it. All right. There's some. Oi, oi, oi. Try this one. Oh, that's much simpler. But not quite what I need. Not quite my tempo. Good work, I guess. So much time on such a tiny little detail that's just kind of not that important. All right, let's run it back. Let's just listen. No. No. Hmm. What we got in here? Oh my. Hmm. Excuse me. Kind of cool. Pretty cool. Oh. All right, let's take a second, y'all. If you haven't already, hydrate, drink some water. I'm going to stand up for a second and just kind of move. Water first. You put my speakers back up so I can listen while I stand and stretch. Stand and stretch. Get some blood flowing. Because I am snoozing, man. I am just... not gonna make it. I've got coffee in front of me and everything. All right, let's everybody stretch, drink some water. Do what you gotta do. If you're driving, pull over. Oh, whoops, whoops. That. I want to continue that out. Let's see. What is it? Cloud splice. I think under loops. So that'd be cool. Toolbox, tool bag, toolbox. Oh, bass. I need a guitar. Be 16th. man. Oh man, I'm sorry. I know I'm yawning so much. It's a little bit involuntary at this point. It's a deadly cycle. Let's do this. Let's take a 10-minute break. I'm not gonna go nowhere, but I just need to give my brain a little bit of a workout. Oh, I am. I'm going to it. We're going here. I play some Wordle. There's my some music back on. It's a junk shop. Okay. Okay. All right, Seacolder, no worries, man. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hopping in. On Tonely Danza. Vinyl. Oh my gosh, okay, we got Y. P-O-Y. Pollo. D-O. Doggy. Okay. Baldy. Font. No, there's no N. Pody. Body. Bennett Body. Toddy. Camera Frozy. Oh. I'm gonna do an octortle. I'm not ready to get back in yet. I need more of a vinyl music break. All right, now we got 9 remain. USA, BA, C, and L. A ball. That's disturbing. A-N. Click. Okay, Cabal and click on one. That's interesting. CR. We got A. C. I hear something. Oh, it's just the chickens out back. I was like, there's a weird sound happening in the song. It's just the chickens. N-A... U... Naus. Nausch. Nausch. U-A... A-U-N-S. Jean Pons. Twans. Oh man, I don't know. My brain is tapping out today. It's my excuse. A Fawns. Oh no. Okay, A-U-N. So it's A-U Sauna. Okay. A-N Annie Ganny Panny Wanny Tanny Yanny Hey, it's nanny. Nanny. S-A. Oh my gosh. Sodas. Nope. S-O-A. Uh-huh. 4 guesses, 4 puzzles. Not enough info, really, for most of them. A-S-E-A. Easel. Easel? How do you spell easel? Oh, that's it. I'm out. We're done for. Roll. No A. I've already lost anyway. Frog. Crowd. Wow, okay. Got that one somehow. Camera keeps cutting out today for some reason. Crowd. E is there. There's an R and an O. C. Cheer. Oh. Oh, there's an O. Whoops. Oh, so hover. Horror. Oh, I was close. Taste and swash. Horror. I never would have got that one. Oh, well. Oh, well. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. All right, well, let me get back into it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I might only go for another 20 minutes. We might cut out a little early today. Unless a bunch of people roll in here, if there's a good crowd hanging out, then I'll hang out with you. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see. Stretch. Half time. Not quite. Not quite the same. Three. Let's let it breathe a bit here. It'd be cool in there. I like this part. Ba-na-na-na. I think I started the wrong time. Ba-na-na-na. Oops. Hey, what's up, Michael Eagle? How's it going, man? Hope you're staying cool in the warehouse there, in the office. Run this back here. Hey, what's up, Scrap? The party just started. Oh, yeah, man. Welcome, you guys. I've been fighting off a nap here for the past, like, 30 to 45 minutes. But, hey, we've been fighting it off, and we've been writing this song in the process, so... Like it's 1776. Yeah, no kidding, dude. $86, yeah, so it's not too bad today, right? In comparison to where we've been. It's funny how it's like 86, you know, coming out of the winter, 86 would be like, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous, but coming off of the 90+ degree weather, it's like, oh yeah, today's like, feels pretty cool today. I'm gonna shift my camera because I'm just laying out of frame right now. Hope you all had great weekends, though. Hope you had a happy 4th. Crap, I know you're a little further north from us, So I don't know if you were celebrating quite the same as us this weekend, but hope you had a great weekend regardless. Not bad so far. We're off to a decent start here. I wish my pitch bend worked. Let's try it again. You've moved over to just checking if your stuff was still active. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate it, sir. If an alert came up, I'm sorry if I missed it. I was kind of having my eyes closed while listening and whatnot, and so, but I appreciate the support there, brother. I think I need to switch songs. I've been working on this one for almost 2 hours now, and it's all brand new. Cyberpunk. I think this is the third one I've done, third or fourth. I've gotten started on at least. Cyberpunk. Falcon Kick. Yeah, I got you. It makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, watch wherever is most comfy, most convenient for you, and at your leisure. You know, but it's much appreciated. Let's see what else we got here. Now I finished my coffee. Oh, I borderline want to get another cup of coffee just to try to really perk up for this last hour. But I've been going to bed so late recently, and I think it's because I've been drinking coffee too late. Or not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Bold of you to assume I have decaf in the house. Couple Celsius around 8 or 9 probably ain't the go. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably not not a move I would do, that's for certain. A Celsius at this point in the day. I don't know if I've ever tried a Celsius. Maybe I have. But an energy drink at this point in the day would be an unwise choice for me personally, just because I don't have a tolerance for them. Theoretically, I need a week so if I can crash if I went off them. Yeah, honestly, like dude, I would recommend it. I know I'm like falling asleep on stream here, but if you can wean yourself off of them, and then I would definitely recommend it, dude. I know having a week off is not doable for most people these days, but just crash at work. Went a full year replacing my normal coffee with decaf to see how it felt. It was a really good idea. Anyways, I still have leftover decaf in the house to use when I've had enough regular. There's probably decaf in here somewhere, but there's no instant decaf. That's why I drink the instant coffee. Cause it's just easier. Oh. I used to do the French press thing for a while, and then when I slowly got turned on to instant coffee, I was like, you know, this is way better. 2 days 2 days to crash completely, 2 days to 2 days replacement, 2 days to enjoy consciousness. Yeah. Yeah, man. Some of them are really good. Like I honestly, I'm like bottom of the barrel right now. Great value instant coffee. I was getting, was it Taster's Choice? Taster's Choice had a really good one, but they stopped selling. Like they had a good value. I don't remember exactly what it was. 20 ounce maybe. I don't know. It was a big fat jar of it for like, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks for a while. Then it went up to like 14. And then now they don't sell that size anymore. They just they sell the smaller, I think it's like 8 ounces for about 10 to 14. So it's, it like very much increased in price over the course of like 2 or 3 years. And not just like 20 cents more, like doubled in price. So I get myself some great value. It's not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. And that works for me for right now. Well, it mostly works. I'm like, yeah, that coffee's great. And like, I think honestly my problem today is I stayed up way too late playing Cyberpunk 2077. So I was like not in bed till it was close to 1 o'clock. And then I woke up. I got up about my regular time, so only 6 or so hours of sleep, which isn't it's not an awful amount. It's still pretty manageable amount of sleep. But I think that's probably most of what it has to do with it. And then going to the gyms after not being, it was closed on Friday, so but it doesn't take long to get out of it. You go on vacation a few weeks ago for the first time in years for like 8 days. Wow. Well, congrats on that, dude. For like 8 days, I made it. I think 2 days without true caffeine until I found a Red Bull Nice. Well, congrats, man. I know you've I think that's great. You don't have to tell me where you went. If you want to text it to me, you can. That's fine. Or you know, whenever it's you don't have to plaster it on here if you don't feel comfortable doing it. But yeah, where'd you get to go run off to? I haven't had a vacation I've had short like weekend getaways, but not like a full on vacation. It's been a while. I've had some time away from work, over the past year, but it wasn't the same as a vacation, you know what I mean? I don't drink Red Bull specifically like ever. It's the only energy drink option they had. Yeah, I never was big into Red Bull. It was not one of my favorites. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. Ouch. Going caffeine free for a couple of months feels great. More energy in general. Yeah, for sure. And the caffeine is potent again. Yeah, it's good to like a little detox. I have not done that in quite some time. Quite some time, yes, I would say. I am due for one though, because yeah, then once you actually go back to it and you have like half the amount of coffee that you're used to having, and you get like what 2 to 4 times the energy. I saw something from I want to say it was that Dr. Huberman guy. You've probably seen him make his rounds on all the men's mental podcasts, mental health, men's strength podcast, whatever, blah blah blah. Talking about if you wait like an hour and a half, you wait 90 minutes after you wake up to have your first hit of caffeine. There's some kind of like, I can't remember all the specifics of it, but there's some kind of receptor in your brain that what is it? It's like that when it gets activated, that's what makes you drowsy, and caffeine blocks those receptors. I'm probably butchering this, but there's these receptors in the brain that caffeine interacts with. But if you wait an hour and a half after you wake up, those receptors get like fully cleaned out, basically. Whereas if you have coffee first thing when you wake up, that it's like you don't give them chance to go through their natural cycle. So he was saying that if you wait an hour and a half, then your caffeine will hit a lot, will hit like it used to. And so I was doing it for a little while. I didn't fully notice a difference. Maybe I did, and I just didn't realize it. I don't know, but I've been drinking it first thing again the past couple weeks here. I don't know if there's nothing on there. My sister just sent me a meme here. I don't know if it's going to come up. If you're having, well, okay. There it goes. If you have a bad day at work, remember that this guy died at work and they resurrected him so he could go back to work. It's funny. Fair point. I got the RoboCop game. I bought it in some bundle. I've been meaning to play it, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah. I haven't seen those movies since 1998, I think it was. Maybe even it might have been 97 the last time I saw the RoboCop movies. I was just a young lad. Yes, I think it was 97. Maybe perhaps it was, no, it was July of 1996. That's right. I remember. Yes, because Super Mario had come out and we had played through that, and maybe it was 97. I just want four on the floor. Generally try to wait about an hour waking up. Also need some food in my stomach. I think just not empty. Yeah, my breakfast the past maybe 2 months now. I was doing bacon, eggs, and toast every morning for a couple of years there. And then watched RoboCop in like the mid-2000s, yeah. I wouldn't mind watching it again. I was doing bacon, egg, and toast every morning for a couple of years. And I kind of got burned out on it, but recently I've been doing... So there's like... I don't know if you guys have heard kefir. It's like fermented yogurt drink, basically. Which is supposed to be really good for your gut. Just fermented food in general is good for your gut. But that with a banana and some mixed berries in there, some like strawberry, blackberry, blueberry. I just get some frozen berries at Walmart. Throw all those into a smoothie basically and blend it up, and it's really good. You know, when I first got the kefir, I tried some of it just straight. And I was like, whoa, dude, it was very strong. I can drink it straight now, but when I first got it, it was too much. I had to fight to get it down. So then that's when I started making it into a smoothie. And that's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. I made one for my nephew at one point, and he was like, "Dude, this is great." I think I tried drinking something like that, thinking it's gonna taste like a Fruity Delight. Yeah, it definitely was. The first batch drinking it plain was not Fruity Delight. They do sell flavored ones. I just bought plain because I was like, I just didn't want artificial sweetener or anything like that. You can buy it plain. You can buy strawberry flavored, pre-flavored kind. I've never tried those, but it's been a pretty good breakfast. It doesn't go super far. So like by lunchtime, I'm ready for lunch. Whereas with my bacon, egg, and toast breakfasts, by the time lunch came around, I was like, but I would eat anyway because it's lunchtime. But yeah, that's been my regular breakfast for the past couple months, and it's really good. I like it. That plus coffee. Sometimes I still do eggs, and if I have them, I'll do waffles, which is not great for. It's not a great breakfast item. I don't really like to start my day off with like a bunch of sugar or bread, wheat, and that kind of stuff. But sometimes I'll do it. Like I got waffles in the freezer right now. Oh, that sounds good though, waffle. I don't know about you guys, but waffles are superior to pancakes for me. I like pancakes. I'm not trying to say pancakes are bad, but I prefer waffles because it got the little pockets for your butter and for your syrup built into it's in the design. Maybe that. So let's double time that. And let's turn this thing down. But then for lunch, I've been pretty regularly having just a fat salad. I've talked about it on here before because it's so good. Case closed. Absolutely. See, Michael Eagle gets it. Absolutely. But for lunches, I've been doing spinach salad, so just a handful of spinach, some buddy once told me no. I throw some cottage cheese in there, an avocado. I throw some waffles are big brain design. Absolutely. See, you guys get it. I throw some kimchi in there, which is another fermented food. I throw some like blue cheese crumbles, like legit, like you can see. It sounds gross, but it's really good. Like you can see, you see why it's called blue cheese, right? You see the mold in it, basically. But it's good. I say cottage cheese, avocado, blue cheese, kimchi, tomatoes, cheddar cheese if I want, cranberries if I have them. That's not a regular, but if I have some dried cranberries, I throw them in there. A little garlic salt, some avocado oil. It's good, dude. Oh, olives. I don't know how I forgot those. It's like my favorite part. Green olives in there. It's really good, but by having those two for breakfast, like I'm pretty consistent with those most days. And I think I have slimmed down a bit. I got a couple compliments at the gym about it. My dinners are still crap. Like had frozen pizza for dinner last night, but you know what? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Donkey Kong. Oh, I don't know why I read Donkey Kong. Donkey can make you some waffles for breakfast, yeah. Why did I read Donkey Kong? I get the reference now, but I was like, Donkey Kong can make you waffles. No, I get it. In the morning, I'm making waffles. Needs to be more of an impact there. Snare. Donkey Kong can make you waffles. Speaking of Donkey Kong. Bump, 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 bump. Holding to a 60-40 or 70-30 healthy ratio, it works quite well as long as you stay active. Some, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like, I'm not trying to go for Mr. Universe again. You know, it wouldn't be fair to the other competitors. I got to give other people their time to shine. Been there, done that, right? And same thing with the UFC. I've been there, I've done it. So now I'm just trying to maintain like a healthy weight and look good in the process, and you know, all that sort of stuff. And so 70-30, 60-40, that's kind of working. Honestly, over the past weekend, it was a bit more 60-40, maybe even 50-50. There was I ate last time I went to the grocery store, against my better judgment, I got a box of donuts and I ate like 6 of them over the weekend, maybe even more. I've got 2 left. But and then I've also had a bit of ice cream. But hey, it was a holiday, so sue me. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a great point. It feels more manageable. You still have those moments of like, oh, you know what? I'm feeling a bit. I got my sweet tooth is kicking today. I want to have a fat bowl of ice cream tonight. You got those, like, I don't want to call them rewards, but it's more than just like a single cheat day, you know, and you just. But those work for me and my goals. Like if I was trying to be a fitness influencer, then I would have to be a bit more strict with it, obviously. To really get, because I think like if I locked in and I focused in and I attempted that kind of a lifestyle like full force, I think I know I could do it. I know I could get to one of those like fitness influencer level bods. But that's not really my goal. That's not really my goal. So I can like take my time, I guess, getting there or not getting there. You know what I'm saying? I can. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Looks like it's gonna rain. I've been wanting it to really rain for a while, and it hasn't. First time I had avocado toast breakfast, I saw that Bill Maher clip of him saying people who eat that being bad with money. I only had it because avocado was cheap. It was weird. Yeah, honestly, and it's tasty. Like I don't understand the hate for it either. It's kind of just like, it's like if you had that avocado toast, say you had it like with a plate full of eggs and some bacon on the side, would you still get crap for it? It's just good. It's just like a good meal. And so some people don't do big breakfasts for better or for worse. Sometimes they'll do like some crappy little breakfast bar that's probably not good for them as far as a breakfast goes. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Bill Maher's wrong about a lot of things. Personally, I don't really care for him. But I don't like I don't like hate the guy or nothing. But I just don't see eye to eye with him on a lot of things personally. His body composition, what is the best terminology I've heard? Yeah. Even buying it at a restaurant. I mean, who cares? Let people get what they want at a restaurant, You're going out to eat, let people order what they want. And besides, yeah, going out to a restaurant is like not cheap. Oh, I guess no. I'm reading what you're saying. That's right. I'm rereading what you're saying. People buying that, being bad with money. Who cares, man? He grew up in a different time. The world he grew up in, and people at his age, and if they like lecture, even people my age or younger, people like Michael Eagle's age, or younger. The world is not the same as it was at that time, So just completely different circumstances. Bill Maher does not have good opinions. I agree. I think that's a great opinion there, Scrap. It's always so weird. Like, I mean, I used to be way more into politics than I am now. I'm kind of checked out of it now. I'm just kind of sick of all of it. Again, this is not the first time I've been at this point. But when I was watching that stuff regular, I would always be surprised if I did line up with him on a subject, if he was like the voice of reason. There was a few times that did happen, and I was always kind of like that's weird. Yeah, yeah, that's true. As soon as you line up with him on something, you're like, dang, maybe I'm wrong about that. Hey, what's up, Mondoon? Finally able to join, been in meetings since the stream started. All good, man, all good. No worries. I'm kind of starting to come alive again. I was fading there between 3 and 4. I was like seriously falling asleep. I think honestly the conversation helps. So Scrap, Mike Legal, thank you guys for waking me up with the conversation. There we go. That wasn't too bad the second round through. Yeah, this is actually the second track we've worked on today. I got a good one started in the first couple hours, but I just had to. Like I said, I was fading, and I was like, I gotta work on something. I need a different sound, and so past 20, maybe 30 minutes or so, I've been doing this one very slowly because, like I said, we've been talking, but it's been waking me up. That works. Usual case of the Mondays. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty standard at this point. Well, and it's also like I stayed up too late playing Cyberpunk. I didn't get to bed till it was like 12:30 when I laid down, and it was probably close to 1 when I fell asleep. Actually, I woke up a couple times. I think I woke up about probably close to 3 or so. So it wasn't a super sound sleep. And then I got up at like my normal time of like 7:30ish. So not the worst night in the world, but not like not a solid rest either. It really is. I've really been enjoying it. I'm at I don't want to say too much in case anybody else here hasn't played it or wants to play it, but I'm about to do the parade mission, I guess. So that'll be interesting. That's probably what I'll do later. That's cool. That's cool. Haven't played it yet. Dude, it's really cool. I like it a lot. A mutual friend of ours, Michael Eagle, he was saying that he started playing it. You might know him as the man who's married to my niece without saying their names. He was telling me about it, and or he was saying like he was like, oh, I started playing it, it's so good. So then I saw it was on sale a couple weeks back. I think it was like $17, and so I went ahead and picked it up, and yeah, it's been pretty great. I was thinking it last night. I was like, dude, I'm definitely gonna play through this again and like approach the story in a different way, because you can have the different starting points basically. So I'm certain I'll be playing through it again at some point. Oh yeah, and then last night it was pretty cool. I know I stopped. I finished a mission, I got in a car, the radio comes on, it starts playing the song by Jason Charles Miller that is an artist that I've been listening to since I was like a teenager. The song wasn't one from when I was a teenager. I think it was this one. Hang on. I'm not going to play it on stream because I don't want to get flagged or nothing, but I think it was Reaction. Okay. Yeah, this song here, I'm pretty certain this was at Reaction. When me and Duchess and a couple other friends were at MomoCon, I got to meet this guy who was in a band I used to listen to as a kid, called Godhead. But he's gone on to do music for games and for TV shows and stuff like that. Real nice guy. But he did a acoustic set. I met him like when we got there in the morning, and then later that afternoon around 4 or so, he said he was doing an acoustic set, so we went and watched that. And I remember him saying something about doing music for Cyberpunk because a song came on the radio as I was driving, and I remembered the song from his acoustic set. It was a very roundabout way of me saying all that, but like it came on, I was like, oh, I know this. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to see him play it live, acoustically. It was cool. Yeah, he's awesome. He's had a really cool career. Um, yeah, he's been in Critical Role. Um, when I met him, I mainly talked about Godhead because that's like most of what I was familiar with. And like I said, it's kind of funny. He's also done music for Final Fantasy 14. And so I told him when I was a teenager, I would listen to Godhead and play Final Fantasy. Um, and then years later, he's singing in tracks from that are on Final Fantasy. I was like, that's just kind of crazy. I thought that was cool. I bought a guitar pick from him actually, and I'm like, I don't even know where it went. It's probably somewhere right here. Somewhere here. It's like $5 guitar pick. It's expensive, but whatever. Looks like it's gonna rain, y'all. Bring it on. Please. That drop needs to be like a bigger. Yeah, I follow him on Twitter and on YouTube. Here's how bad I am sometimes at my own business. I went and talked to him. I mean, I didn't have to wait in line at all. Like, I was the second person at his meet and greet. It was literally like waiting in line with Duchess for some voice actor she wanted to meet. And I look down the way and I see, oh, he's like arrived now. He was, a few minutes late. There was like two other girls there talking. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to him real quick. And I walk up and, just anyway, I talk to him and I see him a couple times over the couple days, and I never gave him a card or told him, hey, I'm in this business too. It wasn't until like a couple days later, I was like, I should have tried to network with him. I'm sure he gets that a lot, but I mean, it wouldn't have hurt to try. It was like, it didn't even cross my mind. I was like, yeah, this guy has connections. I was just like, hey man, I like your work. That's literally all that was on my mind. I was like, oh yeah, whoops. Probably should have done that, but yeah. Oh well, can't be helped now, Jack. Yeah, that's true. It's like, it's possible. I could always still try to connect with him. That's another, it's funny we're talking about this because I was thinking of that earlier. I was literally thinking of my interaction with him earlier, I guess because I was listening to the song. Because like during his acoustic set, he was talking in between the songs about just his career, about how he got hooked up with this job and that job, blah blah blah, and he was talking about his booking agent at one point, and it was like, I wonder if I could get a booking agent because because of stuff like that, where I don't know, it just doesn't even occur to me. There's another composer I know who's like doing pretty well for himself. He's got a booking agent. It's got like a talent agency. He's part of what are they called? Scarlet Moon, Red Moon, Crimson, Scarlet Moon. He's part of Scarlet Moon, which is like a booking agency or something. They have multiple composers that they hire out, and obviously they take a cut of the stuff. But I mean, they're booking pretty hefty jobs. So it's like I wouldn't mind if somebody is like doing some heavy lifting of booking jobs that pay well. I'm just gonna throw a number out there. Say it's like a $30,000 job, and they take 5. Hell, even if they take 10, that's still great for me. Volunteer Mondoon to be your booking agent. Also looking to setting up booths at some of these cons. Yeah, I mean, I need to get some updated cards, because I am going to be at a con at Southern Fried Gaming Expo, July 31st through August 2nd. So I will be there with Final Boss Blues promoting his game, but also promoting myself. But I'm going to be at his booth. Yeah, I need to update my cards, because I made them. I got like a batch of cards printed up, and then C. Coulter, who he was in here earlier. He's not here right now, but he was looking at it, and he was like, "Why don't you have a QR code on this card?" And I was like, "That's a great question, man. That's a great question." Wouldn't know where to begin with that, but I bet I could create an AI booking agent. We'll make sure your agent is there too. Yeah. I thought about having the AI find me a booking agent, finding me a person, because I mean, I think the booking agent, like with all it's all connections. It's not so much about like cold emails and stuff. It's about, oh hey, you know, Jimmy Booker, he knows people in the industry, and so it's just like everything. It's networking and who you know kind of thing. So but I've thought about using the AI to find somebody to get in contact with to be booking agent. These are all stuff I was thinking of earlier. But if you guys know anybody, or if anybody in Discord, I'll ping Discord. I'll do that. I'll be like, who wants to be a millionaire / booking agent? Jimmy Booker. Your booking agent / mafia guy / chef, Italian chef. If you had a booth at a con, you could pass out CDs with samples of your music. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, maybe doing some CDs wouldn't be a bad idea, since physical media is starting to make a comeback. There's a lot of things I need to do. Lots of things on the to-do list, and it's part of why I need a booking agent. I was talking with C. Coulter about this earlier at the beginning of the stream, about trying to get to a point where I can increase my income without having to output quite as much music, if that's possible. I think it's possible, or at the very least outputting maybe the same amount of music, but not just with like such back-to-back timelines. Like, for instance, the Patreon. I'm so thankful for all my patrons. I'm not trying to like knock that platform or anything like that, but if I didn't have a weekly deadline, basically, if I say I had like 6 months to get, 30 minutes of music done or something like that, maybe it would Maybe it'd be better. Maybe it'd be worse. I really don't know. Could try to write direct to streaming music and upload to streaming platforms. You could use DistroKid to upload it all. Yeah, I probably wouldn't use DistroKid. I know what you mean though. I'm not trying to like split hairs here, but yeah, that's possible. I've talked to like Remy about sort of doing that kind of thing too. People have told me I need to get on Spotify. Again, it's just hashtag not great at the admin side of my job. There's so much admin stuff that I really should try to do better with, but my advice for Mondoon to give you is for you to do stand-up sound effects at the con like Michael Winslow from Police Academy did. Yeah. We got the beeps, the bleeps, and the creeps. I don't even know how he did that stuff, man. It was so... Yeah, I'll just go and do my Solid Snake impression. I'll label my booth as David Hayter and just just do an impression the whole time. I'll put in big letters above my booth David Hayter, and then I'll put like very, very fine print impersonator. Mondoon, I needed to get in contact with scrap metal. Scrap metal gear. Sorry. I would not be opposed to it, man. A manager, booking agent, and then if money, if that was a possibility, if that happened, and I was booking some bigger stuff that allowed me to, right now I'm thinking, oh, that would make things easier. It probably would put more pressure on me because it's just bigger products, bigger projects. It probably, realistically, it probably would just be more pressure. But in some ways, and then in other ways not. Right now, with the jobs I have, again, I preface everything I'm saying about my work as I'm so thankful for all the jobs and all the work that I get. But it's like right now I'm feeling comfortable and secure up through the end of this year. And then after that, it's kind of like up in the air a little bit. But things just, that's just how things go freelancing. But if I, score a couple of big jobs that allow you to have like a nice little nest egg that you can coast off of for a couple years. I don't know. Sounds nice. And if there's another composer I know, who lives local to here, and he's doing pretty well for himself, and he's able to hire, like, he's got himself an assistant who does a lot of the little admin stuff of like uploading his song packs and sending out emails and whatnot. That would be nice too. This is all just wishful thinking. This is all just dreaming, thinking big. Maybe at some point I can get to there. I need to just I just gotta keep on going, man. Just gotta keep doing the best I can do. Moonlight as a DJ. DJ Bert. Sounds like it's raining. Whoops. Also, thank you, Scrap. When I played through, what's the game called? Crow Country. I kept the Solid Snake impression going through the whole thing. It was fun. Okay. Okay, actually, let's do this. I gotta stop. I'm in the cycle of just listening and not really adding pulse. Did I click the right one? Did not. Oh, that's not lining up very good at all. No, no, no. Okay, that's... No, no, no. D sharp. This is C major, so 3. It looks like it finally is happening. It's supposedly it's been done. Gonna rain here for like over a week now. I keep seeing rain soon, and then it never really comes. Last night we got a little bit, and now, well, it's still not fully happening, but it's thundering again. I'm probably speaking too soon because it's thundered a lot recently. But I do see some wet leaves. Can't tell if the noise I'm hearing is rain or wind. And I gotta see it. I gotta see it. It is. It's rain. Hallelujah. I want waffles now. We talked about them earlier. Now I'm thinking maybe I'll do waffles for dinner. love me some waffles, man. Although I do have leftover pizza also. Pizza and waffles? Anybody? There's chicken and waffles. That's a thing, so why not pizza? Sent analogy 4. Do you guys preheat your ovens when you cook stuff like frozen pizza or whatever you got to throw in the oven, and it's like preheat to 450 degrees and then cook for 30 minutes? I don't. I'm like, man, preheating. It's getting hot in there. Let me just let the I'll just throw the food in at the same time, and then yeah, to warm stuff up, I'll just throw it in my toaster oven. But like, all right, check it out. So my frozen pizza last night, I actually posted this on Twitter. It's how passionate I felt about it. It said preheat oven to 450, then cook for about 18 minutes. I set it to 450. I threw the pizza in there and I set a 20-minute timer to check on it. I heard the oven beep about 15 minutes or so because I looked at the timer on the oven and it said like 5 minutes or so left. Maybe even 14 minutes. Maybe it said 6 minutes, something like that. Anyway, it took roughly about 15 minutes for it to reach 450 degrees. My 20-minute timer goes off. I look at the pizza. Looking cooked, but not quite. I put it on for 5 more minutes, and then it's perfect. It's like it's just starting to brown around the edges, and it's crisp and toasty, and it was perfect. So about 25 minutes cook time. Whereas if I had preheated and say it took the 15 minutes plus then the 18 minutes that it suggested, we're at 33 minutes. I saved 8 minutes. So just consider that. 8 minutes of my time. Oh no, I never preheat things. I'm just like, okay, let me actually say this. I think the only exception would be for baked goods. If you were making cookies or a cake or something like that, because baked goods are more like a science. You know, there's more like I don't do a lot of baking. I don't make a lot of cakes or cookies or whatever like that. But I will say that I think that situation, you would want it to be preheated because you need that cook time to be very controlled and very consistent. So baked goods, yes, preheat. Everything else, just let it warm up with the oven. And then cook it an extra 5 minutes afterwards. I want to have like the bass matching that okay, a couple things I'm hearing now. I can't type Atmos. I could see that too. I think I could see Duchess is gonna use this. I bet she'll use this on one of her videos because of that very statement. I just need like some high-end static. All right. None of these. Drone. Too high. Not quite what I need. Evolving. Dark and gritty. No. 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 Okay, that's a bit much, but it's also kind of close. I apologize to your ears. I'm sorry. There's like a sound I've used before. I'm kind of having a hard time getting right now. Bear with me. I know this is probably not the best thing to listen to. That's not what I want. Beast. Kind of close. Not quite. Leave a note for in case I don't quite get it. High end Drone. Static. Yeah. Maybe this. And we're flagged. Demonetized. That's better. I think we'll go with this. And maybe what I'm missing would be just running it through some verb pipe. Yeah, man, and just like that, it's about 5 o'clock. I think that needs a little bit of work. That still not quite what I'm, not quite my tempo. Still not quite my tempo. Actually up the tempo to 120. We're at 120. Let's do 127. Maybe 130. I need to probably like wrap up here pretty soon, but let me this is typical Monday, right? Where I'm like half asleep through the mid part of the stream, and then like in the last 20-30 minutes I'm like, oh wait, the ideas are finally flowing. Blah, blah. Tough times don't last, only tough people. Blah, blah, blah. A human dirt loop. Excuse me. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. No. Let's go back to this actually, and let's just take that like rattly bit out. Would help if I had the click track on. Oops. Something like that. Oh, but hey, we made progress on this one. Made progress on the other one too. Progress for days. I've been enjoying this theme so far. Yeah, that's... I think that's probably a good stopping point. Let me rename this so it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. Cyberpunk 4, I think. Yeah. Progress is good as long as we're making progress, right? You don't have to get it all knocked out in one day as much as we would like that, as long as we're making progress. So we got 2 songs that we started today basically and got some ideas flowing. Not sure which one I'll pick back up on tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. The rain's already stopped, man. It's very, very brief, very light. We could use some more of it, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate everybody who came through today. You guys really do make it easier and make the streams definitely worth it. Enjoy the pizza and waffles. Yes, I will. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but I'm kind of intrigued now. I mean, we don't know if it's good or not unless somebody tries it. So maybe I'll have to be the one to fall on the sword for this one. And that's a risk I'm willing to take. Yes, yes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support over on Patreon and itch.io, Bit by Bit Sound, wherever there may be video game music and that sort of thing. You'll probably find me there. It's a good chance of it. But yeah, you guys are amazing. I am Bert, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.